What's going, guys? It's Gio from Main Phase TV here with Mr. Undefeated Raph. I understand that you took a little hiatus for Lorcana and then you came back and whipped everybody's asses and reminded them what deck is the best, right?
Yeah, with the OG, this is my old reliable, old faithful right here. So
Oh, shit. All right. Well, any shout outs before we get into it?
shout outs main phase, shout outs hideouts. My first time here. Josh is awesome. Never a bad time around him for sure. Shout out the boys. Shout out San Antonio, and shout out the ex geeked out besties.
Sheesh. All right, let's get into it, boss.
All right, so starting off is a typical three Albas, uh, pretty much main heart and soul of the deck. We're playing the SYNCHRO branded, so we're gonna go three Cartesia, and then we're gonna go three Quem. Quem, in my opinion, is the best one card starter. It'll either cause an interaction on your opponent, or they know if they're a good player that this is the best branded card. Pretty much, you can bring from the grave, you dump all that good stuff, and it works on their opponent's turn as well. We're playing Thespian Tragedy. Uh, Honestly, card kind of sucks. I mainly just use it as a way to get to Quem using Foolish Burial or Fusion materials. Um, I just want to get to Quem as quick as I can. Uh, Kind of another starter is Kit. Kit is the worst one though because I just don't really want to search too many branded spells and traps. I'd rather go into fusions in ways that are not going to lock me into fusions and also not going to lose me into Ash as well. So we're trying to play around Ash, but not use branded fusion as much. Mercurier is pretty good. Albion's really good. You get the dump, draw, dump special, dump add back to the deck. And then we go to the other main part of the deck is going to be the Bestial lineup. So we got three Bestial Lebellions. RIP to Magnuma. We run it at one because it's all at one. Otherwise, these Druid Worms would be more Magnumuts and one Druid. But we just want to bump it up because we want to get into our synchro plays as quick as we can and most efficient as we can. Best Bestial is definitely Soranir. Being able to dump the Bestial Alibur. Alibur is a fallen of Albaz in the grave or on the field. So you can dump it, get your Cartesia Live to summon out from the hand. You can use it for your fusion plays. Really, really good card. And it kind of works out well with the specific card in the extra deck that we'll get into. The worst card in the whole deck. Best card in the results. Worst card in the whole deck in general is going to be Brand Fusion. People probably know what it does already. Loses to Ash. That's what it does. So we try to use it. Worst case scenario. I've had an opponent that holds onto their Ash the whole time as I'm comboing because they saw that I was playing Branded, and then I locked myself into synchros, and the Ash didn't matter. So Brand Fusion is really good, and Brand Fusion was in my hand the whole time. I just did not want to go into it, mainly because I don't want to lose to Ash. Same thing. Then to get to your combos is Branded and High Spirits. This card is pretty funky. It's really good though. Pretty much reveal a monster in your hand, send the fusion that's level 8 with 2500 attack or defense that matches it. So ideally, I am opening a Bestial with this, and that's what I really want to add me a Quem. Like I said, Quem is the best starter, so this is my one way to it for sure. Playing around Ash, we run one branded in white and one branded in red. I still want to get fusions off, but I want to get them after I've been synchroing, after I've been linking, things like that. So these are my ways to fuse without being locked into fusions with like branded fusion. Then we just play D2, branded regain, branded beast. These are my Lebellian targets. Ideally, Lebellion will bring me out beast as an interruption pop, and then I can dump regained off of Soranir or off of even Quem. So in the end phase, beast can bring it back from the grave, and that way I have both of them live the whole time. Branded Retribution, really good card. I used this card a lot more previously in Branded. You would use it as just a dump to add back a fusion or spell or trap from the graveyard. I actually like setting it in the end phase because it's no special summon effect. It's pretty good and it comes up quite a bit. Foolish is literally only there to get a name in the grave, whether it be Fallen of Albaz or Tragedy. And I only run three, I guess, going second cards or interruptions. That's going to be Ash and Droplet. Droplet was hella mid. I'm going to probably put Imperm for sure. Main reason I ran Droplet, in theory, it was good because I get cards out of my hand into the grave that I need for names. But other than that, I think Imperm's going to be more impactful because my last two rounds were Rescue Ace, and I needed something to stop them on their turns. But we ended up thriving.
What's the deck count?
42.
Damn, 42.
42 cards. Off to the extra deck. So this is that one card that I was talking about that's really good. All it requires is a level 4 dragon. So Fallen of Albaz normal summon, I make that. And then same thing with the Bestial Aluber. It's also a level 4 dragon. So what I do is if I have these two cards and a Bestial, I always end up on an interruption no matter what, even if I brick, because I always have a way to make seal. So those are the two links that we played there. We only played 3 synchros, Baron, Dispatter, and the Lulu. Honestly, Lulu's kind of mid. Might swap it out for a SP Little Knight. Dispatter, MVP, bring it back from the banish, destroy, negate, Baron. Baron's just Baron. Everyone knows what Baron does. Now we go up to the fusion line, the 2 Albion. Card is one of the best ways to fuse, so I want 2 of them because I use one for branded high spirits to dump, and I want the other one live so I can use fusions with it. Lubellion, really good card. Renbrum, the worst one. Mainly just use it to dump off of Mirror Jade, so that way I can use its effect on my opponent's turn to bring back an Albaz and fuse on their turn. Titanic Clad, super MVP. Bringing Quem in the end phase, super nice. Bringing Albaz in the end phase, really nice as well. It's nice having the option. Mirror Jade, awesome. Bring it off of Quem in one turn using Mirror Jade. Finding a way to get it off the field. Bring Quem, using Quem to bring it back, using it again. It's 2 banishes. It's crazy. I think this is the worst fusion so far. I mean, I guess in Catch Tier format it was good because you put a monster in their field. Right now, it's really mid. I hardly ever make it unless it's like really, really grindy. And then you have the honorary branded cards. Granule. This card is crazy. And then Chimera. Chimera's honorary. This one's honorary. This card, oh my gosh, this card is insane. Pretty much quick effect. I target a monster I control, pop any card on my opponent's field. And then I want to play the SP Little Knight because it has a hidden effect in the grave that I just read yesterday. And I was like, why is nobody playing more links in this deck? And it was literally banish this card from your graveyard and then target 1 link monster in your graveyard and special summon it. All it can't do is activate its effects this turn. Big whoop. If it's my main phase 2, I can banish. I think I'm going to bring back Little Knight so that way I can use it again if it ever got beat over, because that's always the way people out it. They don't use any effects, summon something bigger, beat over it. This can bring it back. So that's the deck. Extra deck was pretty clutch. Man, I played a lot of Rescue. Rescue was annoying. So I'm playing really heavy into anti-back row for sure because Rescue, Lab, all that stuff is going to kill me. Nib is for Rescue. Ghost Bell was never cited in today, but I think it's really good in theory, especially with Unchained still roaming around, things like that. Book of Eclipse, pretty much just want to get all those Rescue Ace names face down if I can, so their back row is dead. Lightning Storm, I want to get rid of Rescue Ace's back row. Feather Duster, I want to get rid of Rescue Ace's back row. And evenly, I want to get rid of Rescue Ace's back row. So my hardest matchup is definitely Rescue Ace. If I play the Lab matchup, I mean, I guess it can skill drain me and whatnot, so it's really good there too. But I'm definitely really fearful of back row. So that's the deck.
You obviously did amazing with it. It's obviously your bread and butter deck.
Definitely is. I love the deck. Can't let it die.
So congratulations on your first place and on your amazing prize support. And we'll see y'all guys next time.
Sounds good.